precisely 6:45. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. News edited by Danushka Madhavella and read by Sharifa Tahir. Headlines. A presidential task force will be set up to prevent the use of toxic and dangerous drugs. India and Sri Lanka discuss enhancing cooperation in the Indian Ocean region. IT industry is to be developed to earn foreign exchange. The SLBC Media Scholarship Awards ceremony will be held today. Import restrictions on another 10 types of goods are removed. Satosa reduces prices of 5 essential items. Foreign news, Taliban closes universities to Afghan women. In sports, Argentina abandoned Buenos Aires bus parade amid jubilant scenes. Local news in detail. The government has decided to establish a presidential task force to prevent the use of toxic, dangerous drugs. The President's media division said that the necessary measures have been taken to establish the presidential task force. A meeting was chaired yesterday by Justice Minister Dr. Vijayadasa Rajapaksa and President's Secretary Saman Ekanayaka in this regard. The PMD said the presidential task force will bring together all agencies involved in drug prevention. It will also introduce a program to battle the use of toxic and dangerous drugs in the country. During the meeting, special attention was drawn towards the fact that drugs were promoted among school students. The PMD said it was decided at the meeting that immediate action should be taken to prevent the distribution of drugs to school children. A special meeting between the Joint Secretary of the Indian Ocean Region, Puneet Agarwal, and Sri Lankan Minister of Ports, Shipping and Aviation, Nimal Siripala de Silva, was held yesterday in Colombo. During the meeting, the measures that can be taken to further develop the cooperation in the maritime sector in the Indian Ocean region were discussed. Minister Nimal Siripala de Silva pointing out that India and Sri Lanka have already reached an agreement on the preliminary work to start a passenger ferry service, and accordingly, the passenger services will be started very soon, requested the Joint Secretary to provide the Indian government support for the project. The minister said that by expanding the passenger ferry services, common people of both countries will be able to travel between the two countries at an affordable cost. He also pointed out that there are opportunities to expand trade between India and Sri Lanka through the transportation of goods. The Indian Ocean Region Joint Secretary said that it is appropriate to start passenger ferry services from Sri Lanka to Dhanushkodi and Rameshwaram. Agreeing with the proposal, the minister emphasized that the Sri Lanka railway service can be also connected with the passenger ferry services. The minister, expressing his delight that more flights between Chennai and Jaffna could be operated with the resumption of international flights at Palali Airport, requested the Indian official to extend the operation of Indian Airlines to Matala International Airport as well. The annual SLBC Media Scholarship Awards ceremony will be held at 9 a.m. today at the Ministry of Mass Media Auditorium. This program organized by the Ministry of Mass Media. The purpose of this program is to create an environment for journalists to improve their skills via training courses and encourage them to face the challenges of their journalistic career in the 21st century. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation giving you the news. We continue with more stories here at home. State Minister Kanaka Herath said a comprehensive program has been launched to make the IT sector a major foreign exchange earning industry in the country. He pointed out it has been possible to earn $1,500 million in foreign exchange through the IT industry in 2021. Approximately 20,000 IT job openings exist in the public and private sectors. It is the responsibility of the ministry to mobilize the youth for this industry to meet its needs. He added that 34,000 youth will be directed to the IT field in 2023 through the implementation of training camps at district level. Lanka's Satosa has further reduced the prices of 5 essential consumer items. According to the statement issued by Satosa, the step has been taken with the aim of providing relief to the consumers during the upcoming festive season. Satosa also says that this discounted price will be effective from today in all countrywide Satosa outlets. Accordingly, a kilogram of big onions have been reduced by 5 rupees to 185 rupees, while a kilogram of dal has been reduced by 7 rupees to 378. Meanwhile, a 425-gram canned fish has been reduced by 10 rupees to 480, while a kilogram of chili has been reduced by 15 rupees to 1,780 rupees. A kilogram of sprouts has been reduced by 50 rupees to 1,100 rupees. That's local news for the moment.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
The Sri Lankan government is focused on bringing in foreign investors whose projects help mitigate the effects of climate change. It is the government's plan to bring in foreign investors to achieve the 3 goals of reaching a target of 70% renewable energy, achieving carbon neutrality by 2050, and finding global carbon markets for carbon emission allowances. A discussion in this regard was held recently at the President's Secretariat under the chairmanship of Presidential Advisor on Climate Change, Ruwan Wijewardena, and Eric Solheim, Presidential Advisor on International Climate Change. Mr. Solheim shared his international knowledge on future energy sources such as concessional climate finance, carbon credits, carbon markets, renewable energy, and future energy sources such as hydrogen with the officials who attended the discussion.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
Watch Live is brought to you by
Let's celebrate Christmas and New Year with CIB with special gifts, discounts and easy payment schemes available till 31st of December. Come to CIB today.
And on Watch Live, Cabinet spokesman Bandula Gunawardena said Buddhist and Pali University is expected to be reopened subject to several new amendments. Addressing the cabinet briefing yesterday, assured that the university will be reopened under new amendments and conditions. The minister said revised conditions will be reached with the full participation of all the Mahanayaka Theras and other religious leaders.
Let's celebrate Christmas and New Year with CIB with special gifts, discounts and easy payment schemes available till 31st of December. Come to CIB today.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
We give you the strength to rise higher and higher.
Never step back, but always march forward.
Empowering you to reach greater heights. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
World News headlines: Taliban closes universities to Afghan women. Reports say that Ukraine president is planning to visit US today. 33 militants killed at police station in Pakistan. World News in detail now. The Taliban have announced the closure of universities to women in Afghanistan, according to a letter by the Higher Education Minister. The minister says the move is until further notice. It is expected to take effect immediately. It further restricts women's access to formal education as they were already excluded from most secondary schools. One Kabul University student told she has been carrying or rather crying since she heard the news. 3 months ago, thousands of girls and women sat university entrance exams across Afghanistan, but sweeping restrictions were imposed on the subjects they could study, with veterinary science, engineering, economics and agriculture off limits and journalism severely restricted. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky is planning to visit Washington on Wednesday and may meet U.S. President Joe Biden, reports say. It would be his first foreign trip since the Russian invasion in February. Mr. Zelensky could also address Congress, unnamed officials told U.S. media. There is no official confirmation of the visit or the plans. A visit would be fraught with security concerns, meaning plans could likely change at short notice. In a letter on Tuesday, Democratic House Speaker Nancy Pelosi urged members of Congress to be in attendance on Wednesday night. Please be present for a very special focus on democracy, she wrote, without giving further details. Mr. Zelensky regularly hosts foreign leaders in the capital, Kyiv, and has visited troops around Ukraine. He made an unannounced visit to the frontline city of Bakhmut on Tuesday. Finally, on world news, Pakistan Defence Minister has said Pakistani security forces have taken a police station that was captured, killing all 33 hostage takers. Islamist militants from the Pakistani Taliban seized the centre in the remote northwestern Bannu district on Sunday. Several people, including security officials, were inside at the time. Defence Minister Khawaja Mohammad Asif said all hostages were freed, 2 special forces killed, and 10 to 15 members of the military injured. The Pakistani Taliban, also known as the TTP, confirmed it was behind the attack, according to a statement reported by local media. The group stepped up its attacks after ending a ceasefire with the government last month. The two sides have been locked in conflict for years. The group emerged in 2007 and was suppressed by a military operation in 2014 before re-emerging. That's on
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of
Amidst all challenges, we will rally around you and advance.
In the face of hardships, let's stand strong together.
Empowering you to reach greater heights. People's Listening, the trusted leader.
Development News.
State Minister of Investment Promotion Dilum Amunagama met with the chairman and the officials of the Port City Economic Commission to discuss the current state of the key regulations required to attract investment into Port City and the project development plans for 2023. Port City Colombo endeavours to offer a one-stop shop service centre with far-reaching tax and regulatory incentives, free trade facility, forex and banking ring-fencing, an open labour market and a very attractive living environment focused on green and smart living. Once the regulations are sorted out, construction is expected to begin on the first multi-mixed-use development project in second quarter next year. The work on the duty-free complex is expected to be completed in the second quarter of 2023. From development news, we move on to sports news. Argentina's World Cup winners had to abandon an open-top bus parade in Buenos Aires and instead took a helicopter ride over the millions of ecstatic fans partying in the streets. The squad showed off the trophy at the start of a planned 8-hour journey. But the celebrations on packed roads became more chaotic, forcing a rethink. Social media videos appeared to show fans jumping onto the top deck of the bus carrying the players at one point when it passed underneath a bridge, with one fan falling off. The Argentine government declared Tuesday would be a national holiday in the South American country after Lionel Messi and his teammates beat France in Sunday's final. About 4 million people lined the streets of Buenos Aires, according to local estimates.
The fastest way to earn the highest interest. An interest rate of 22% in 4 months. NSB, the safest place for your money.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Finance State Minister Ranjit Siambalapitiya says Finance Ministry has published a special Gazette notification revoking the import restrictions on 10 items. Accordingly, the communique has rescinded the import restrictions imposed on energy drinks for the tourism sector. MDF boards of furniture, CCTV for security purposes, and Sports Ministry approved items. The revocation is effective from today.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
The fastest way to earn the highest interest. An interest rate of 22% in 4 months. NSB, the safest place for your money.
And on economic news, State Minister for Finance, Dr. Ranjit Simbala Pitia says that steps have been taken to remove import restrictions on 10 other types of goods related to tourism, defence and sports sector. The minister points out that these include energy drinks needed for the tourism industry, equipment needed for surveillance camera systems, thin boards needed for furniture production and sports equipment. The minister states that this is the third time that import restrictions have been relaxed.
Weather report.
Cloudy sky is expected over northern, north-central, northwestern and over provinces due to the low-pressure area over South Bay of Bengal. Showers will occur at times in northern, eastern, over and north-central provinces. Showers or thunder showers will occur at several places in the western, central, Sabaragamuwa and northwestern provinces and in Galle and Mathura districts during the afternoon and night. Fairly heavy showers, above 50 millimeters, are likely at some places in northern, eastern, Uva and Sabaragamuwa provinces. That's the weather update. Before we conclude this bulletin of news, back to the headlines. The Presidential Task Force will be set up to prevent the use of toxic and dangerous drugs. India and Sri Lanka discuss enhancing cooperation in the Indian Ocean region. IT industry is to be developed to earn foreign exchange. The SLBC Media Scholarship Award ceremony will be held today. Import restrictions on another 10 types of goods are removed. South also reduces prices of 5 essential items. Foreign news, Taliban closes universities to Afghan women. In sports, Argentina abandoned Buenos Aires bus parade amid jubilant scenes. With that, we conclude the morning bulletin of news.